Magandang bispiras ng Sabado sa inyong lahat. 7 days na lang, Pasko na. Welcome sa December 18, 2020 edition ng The Stock Market Today. Ako po si Benji Chodoro, nag-aanyaya na samahan ninyo ako at sabay nating tingnan ang pinaka-latest na balita tungkol sa ating paboritong stocks. Ang balita po natin ay tungkol sa MWIDE at SMC at ang resulta ng trading sa ating PSE ngayong araw, Biyernes, December 18, dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. Bago po ang lahat, basahin po muna natin ang ating mga reminders at disclaimers. At habang binabasa po natin ito, kung first time niyo po dito sa ating channel, ay nag-start po ako magbigay ng daily stock market report noong August 2020. I invite you to subscribe to my channel so you will always be updated with the latest news and information on the stock market and the most active stocks in the PSE. And since early 2000, I started investing in new ETFs, and a few years later, I started investing in stocks. I review the most active stocks in the Philippine market using technical analysis, and sometimes I add a bit of fundamental analysis. By the way, if you want me to review your favorite stock, please comment on the box below and I will do my best to do the review. Okay, first let's take a look at our PSE index. The PSE index dropped 75.22 points or 0.35% down to end at 72.80, just below the 7,300 threshold level. And it continues to move sideways. Actually, here it's a green candlestick because it opened lower than the previous day's closing, but it ended higher. So yung opening niya is lower than the closing price, or the closing price is higher than the opening price. But since the opening price is lower than the previous day's closing price, then it's a red result here, no? A negative result. Pero here it's green because the closing price is higher than the closing price, or the closing price is higher than the opening price. So it will just continue to move sideways, and if you will, ang trend niya kasi is sa ngayon sa paside lang siya. Pero since October, it has been moving up. And right now, yung PSE is moving sideways. So if we'll draw a box here, for the past few days, it has been moving within this box. Yan, yung 73 level will be the resistance, and the 7,100 level will be the support. Support and resistance lang ang movement ng PSE, which we will see from our index stocks. So let's take a look now at the most active stocks, or the market summary. There was net foreign selling nga pala today, no? So there was 1.11 billion net foreign selling, and that persisted for several days already. So 110 companies advanced, 110 declined, 150 remained unchanged. For the sectoral indices, ended mixed. The industrials, the mining, and the services ended positive, while the financials, holding companies, and properties ended in the red. The gainers were led, or was led by industrials and the services, while the decliners was led by the financials at 1.16%. So it counterbalanced each other, but it's a net decline, no, of 25.22 points. Now the mining had the only bright spot here, where there was net foreign buying. So let's now take a look at the most active stocks, and we will be reviewing the following. Let's review MWIDE and SMC. Meron po tayong balita dyan, and we will share the news as we review the stock. Then let's review Glow, TEL, ICT, Vito, VLL, Now, ACEN, and PHA. So now let's take a look at the first stock, MWIDE. Okay, MWIDE had a gap down here 2 days ago, December 15, but it has not filled that gap yet. And right now it ended in the green, 8.6, no? But this is lower than the previous day's candlesticks or the previous week's candlesticks. So, yung sign na, let's put up our indicators, na nagko-consolidate lang siya is that when you see a red and green candlestick alternatively. So, tulad ito, there was 2 green candlesticks preceding after the red, then 2 red, then 3 green, red, green, so sign of consolidation. And another sign of consolidation is that our short-term indicator, the exponential moving average 20 days, the orange line is piercing through the candlesticks. But right now, the candlesticks is under the MWIDE indicating a bearish trend. And even our RSI is below 50, indicating a bearish trend. So the nearest support is, I would say, here. Nasa 840 is the nearest support. Well, the nearest resistance, 950 is the nearest resistance. And the second nearest resistance after that will be the highest point here, which is 1070. So, dyan lang siya maglalaro until year-end because the PSI is projected to move sideways until year-end. And tingnan nyo lang sa year-end because some of the companies would be window dressing, so expect prices to go up slightly. Next, let's take a look at SMC. Okay, SMC, nagko-consolidate din siya, no? Although I can see a bullish trend because our indicator is right under the candlestick. And I would say that the nearest support, let's take the 20-day exponential moving average as our support, 131. No, yan ang gawin nating support level. Yung MWIDE. So, dyan lang siya maglalaro. Although it ended with a red candlestick. So, that's my take for SMC. But before I forget, let me share with you the news on MWIDE and SMC. So, this one, can you see? Okay, new group enters fray for NAIA SMC offer confirmed. The Philippine Airport Ground Support Solutions has also expressed its intention to take over the NAIA, but the DOT or the Department of Transportation said that the door remains open to MWIDE Construction Corp, despite recently having been stripped of its original proponent status or OPS. The Manila Airport Authority General Manager Ed Monreal said in a Senate hearing yesterday that the PAGSS and conglomerate San Miguel Corp had each submitted their respective offers for NAIA. And if we will continue, according to SMC President Ramon Ang, the company is proposing an operations and maintenance contract for the project, meaning that there would be no significant investments on the airport against the other proposals. And he said that the company is seeking a 10-year concession to operate the airport, suggesting that the government should redevelop or sell the property once the concession period is over. According to the DOTR, they are not shutting the door with MWIDE on their proposal. So that's our news on MWIDE and SMC. Both, generally, they are moving sideways. Okay, now let's take a look at the next stock, GLO. Actually, the GLO, TEL, and Now and Dito are figuring in, lumalakas sila ngayon, no? Okay, Globe or Globe Telecoms, what's this? Breakout, no? It's a breakout. It's the, after a month, no? Globe had a breakout and there is volume. And from yesterday's RSI of 45, it went up to 61. Indicating a bullish trend. But our indicators, however, well, our MA20 is right under the candlestick, MA20 and 50, but the MA100 is still piercing through the candlestick, but it ended up higher of 2100 or a 2.94% increase. So I think that if volume will permit, then the stock may move higher, but it should first test the resistance level of 2139. or 2140. Yan yung nearest resistance na pwede niya i-test. Okay, that's for Globe. Then let's also take a look at TEL. Okay, si TEL also had a green candlestick with volume, but can we call this a breakout? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, this is also a breakout because it is the highest level after 2 weeks. So after a reverse hammer here, there is a confirmation candlestick that there is a change in trend. And if you'll see, our closing price for PLDT is higher than the exponential moving averages of 20, 50, and 100 days. So it may test the next resistance level at 1340 or 1400. 1400 is the next resistance level, and the next resistance after that would be 1430. It's 1400 and 1430 respectively. So since there is volume here, most probably the stock may move higher on Monday. Okay, let's take a look at ICT. Okay, ICT is also consolidating. It has been moving sideways since, let's check, December 2, since the beginning of December. Nagkaroon ng breakout here and it continues to consolidate. Another breakout here, but hindi nag-materialize because there was profit taking the following day. So it continues to consolidate, and the exponential moving average 20 days, which is the orange line, pierces through the candlesticks. In my view, I think it will just move within the resistance of 129 and a support of 119.50, 119.60. In the meantime, dyan lang siya mag-move. Next, let's take a look at Dito, another telco stock, which has been moving sideways also. Pero ito, Dito continues to move higher. Oh. So, meron ba kayong stock nito? Actually, nag-out na ako sa Dito eh. Starting here, it continued to move up and it's still moving upwards, no? December 18. And if we will draw a trend line, actually from November 25, it continues to move up. Yan, yan siya. And I would say that the nearest support will be EMA 20. Our EMA 20 is at 7.14. Now, when I thought of support and resistance, they are not exact points, but they are areas. So, ang kanyang nearest resistance is, or support rather, is at 7.14, while this is already in resistance level. Now, the nearest resistance, I would say, would be the peak of this year, 810. So, malapit na siyang umabot sa nearest resistance. Makikita natin kung anong mangyayari sa stock because yung fundamentals dyan, well, yung promise niya to deliver is already fast approaching. No? It's first quarter 2020. Okay, let's now take a look at VLL. Vistalan, nag-profit taking and it continues to move downwards. So, bearish ang sentiment ng stock and yung kanyang movement is downwards, about to approach or hit the short-term indicator, which is the EMA 20. Right now, it is at the support rather is here. Yeah, nasa 475. And let's see if it will bounce in the 475 area. Otherwise, the next resistance level that I see would be here, 448 or 450. Yan yung nearest support level after if the first support level is reached. Ngayon, if it bounces, then makikita nyo yung green candlestick sa Monday. And another green candlestick would confirm that the trend had changed. Kasi ito, no, kung makikita nyo dito, pataas siya, then there is a morning star here, which is a sign of reversal, and another red candlestick here, morning star, an evening star rather, and you see another red candlestick here, which confirms that the trend had changed. So a green candlestick here would be a sign of reversal, and another green candlestick, assuming there is a sign that the trend has a confirmation that the trend had changed. Okay, after VLL, now. Okay, now, positive siya with volume. But I wouldn't say this is a breakout because it's less than 2 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 week lang siya. The minimum number kasi of days that the stock is consolidating is 2 weeks before you see a breakout, no? And when a breakout occurs, it should be 2 weeks or more. It's just piercing through the candlestick, and it had a green candlestick today. Now, if you see a green candlestick on Monday, then it is a sign that the trend had changed. Now, the nearest resistance would be here. That's a 550. While the nearest support of now would be here, 450. So 450 is the support, and 550 will be the resistance. So as with the PSE, I expect the stock just to move sideways within the resistance and support. Okay, next is ACEN. Okay, ACEN had a green candlestick, but walang volume, walang volume. So baka mangyari sa Monday, magkaroon ng profit taking. But anyway, nasa resistance na siya, no? Because the next resistance level will be 6.9. So it will retest this resistance level at 6.9, or baka sa Monday, mag-profit taking. Pero medyo maganda pa rin because under the candlestick pa rin yung ating stock, and yung support level is nandito lang siya. Nasa 6 ang support level. So dyan lang siya, Dyan lang siya maglalaro as with the other stocks in the stock market. Then last, let's take a look at PHA. Now yesterday, when I was reviewing the stock, I said that this was a sign of reversal. And the red candlestick would confirm that. And we now have a red candlestick. And most probably, pagdating ng Monday, magkakaroon uli yan ng bearish sentiment. Ngayon, if you see a green candlestick on Monday, then maaaring yung stock ay nagpapahinga or nagko-consolidate lang. Kasi kung dalawang red tapos isang green, tapos red, green, yung alternate na ganun, consolidation lang ang nangyayari sa kanya. But if you see a long red candlestick, then nagbago na yung trend niya. O biglang nag-touch, o kung nag-touch siya sa MWIDE, which is 0.84, then the trend had changed and the stock has a bearish sentiment. So in the meantime, the nearest support, or the nearest, support would be here. Nasa 83, which is our MWIDE actually. While the nearest resistance, I would say here. Nasa 125, 124. So that's my take for PHA. Yan po ang ating report sa stock market, December 18, 2020. Thank God, it's a Friday. Ito po si Benji Chodoro, laging nagpapaalala. By the way, if you want me to review your favorite stock, please comment on the comment box and prioritize po natin yan. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. See you again on Monday. Maraming salamat and bye for now.